Hello, guys. Hi. Can you guys hear my voice?
Hi, Cheryl. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Hello, Tammy. And hello, Jay, and also Matt and Boris. Very nice to meet you here. Okay, so I think we can start now. Hello, everyone. I'm Cheryl. Is very happy to host the crypto market insight session with our guest. Today, we are thrilled to have with us our guests who will be sharing their opinions on the market trends. As the host of today's discussion, I'll be leading us through a thought-provoking conversation that promises to be both informative and engaging. So whether you are an experienced crypto user or just getting started, we encourage you to sit back, relax, and join us for what is sure to be an enlightening discussion on this week's market performance, trends, and also hotspots. And the last session is broadcasting on CoinW Live channel and CoinW's YouTube channel simultaneously. So welcome all to watch, and please be free to leave your opinions or questions about market, coins, etc. in the comments, and our guests will pick out some to answer. So let's go on. Welcome Jay, Tammy, and Matt, and also Boris to our last session. We are thrilled to have with us here today. And here is our next part about the market review, the gainer and loser coins. So in this part, we'd like our guests to share your market insights on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other coins, crypto tokens, everything you want to talk about. So just be free to share your screen and let us to watch your charts. So Jay, Matt, and Tammy and Boris, welcome again. Who want to be the first one to share?
I'll go first.
Okay, hi. Hi. Hi, Matt.
Okay, let's go. Yeah, so Bitcoin. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is my Bitcoin chart. Keeping it very simple, of course. And we're still above the 50% level from the August low at 49k all the way to the all-time high, and that 50% level comes in at 79,800. This level over here. So that's the key level to hold, in my opinion. If we are above that level, then we are in the strong half of the range. So this is the strong half of the range. This is the weak half of the range. Wicks are fine, and it's obviously a weekly to monthly kind of pattern. So I don't want to see any weekly closes below this level. Yeah, otherwise it'll start to look quite scary. Otherwise, I'm still waiting for a Bitcoin breakout to get above this downsloping trend line over there, something like that. And I think this will be the signal to be going long. But for now, we are below the 200-day EMA, which is on the angle down as well. So a little bit of panic. You do expect a lot of fear to come into the market and a bit of panic in this region over here. We do have bullish divergence, only one drive though. You can see we got, my bad. You can see we got lower lows over there and a higher low on the RSI. I think there is a chance we could get another drive, of course, so like another sweep lower. But we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. It is holding up the price kind of well. Ethereum, on the other hand, is looking quite weak. It has lost key levels and it is looking a bit dodgy below 2,000. I've taken a long at 1,844 with stops below. So we'll wait and see how that trade plays out. What I think is looking really interesting at the moment is actually total 3. So total 3 over here. There was this breakout. So this was the 2021 highs over there. This was the March high of last year. And I think there's a chance that we can see price come down into this level over here. Potentially, that is my worst case scenario, which is currently 20% below price right now and only 10% below where price was. So I think this zone over there, this could be a zone, obviously massive SR region over here. Previous support, we lost the level. Then we came, it was support, then resistance. So I think this is a massive level that's at 650. Let's call it $650 billion. I think this is worst case scenario for the crypto market in total 3. And we'll have to see how price reacts if it does go there. But for now, we have seen a strong bounce. There's this upsloping or ascending support line over here, which is holding as support. And we do have the 618 from the August low to the all-time high, and that's coming in at 730 billion. And we are above that. So in my opinion, no real reason to panic. We are holding key levels, of course, and the level to get above would be this trend line over here. So I think price is going to squeeze. I think we need to get above the 50 and 200-day EMAs, and then we can start to look a little bit better. But as you can see, there was a clear SR flip here. It was support, then it was resistance, of course, and then we are currently at these lower levels. So that's what I'm looking at the moment. I'm keeping it very, very chilled. Just zooming out, when in doubt, zoom out, of course. But one thing that is alarming is the NASDAQ, which I'm sure you guys are going to talk about. But yeah, there's this huge, uptrend. Not that we've broken the uptrend, we're still making higher highs and higher lows, but we have broken down this trend line over here, and we've broken down the 200-day EMA. So this is looking a bit scary. It's looking like it's just looking heavy. It's looking heavy. Is it the start of something like this where we could see like a prolonged kind of bear rally? Maybe. We are going to wait for something like the death cross before saying that we are in a bear market. And I think for it to be in a bear market, it does have to drop 20% from the highs. So that would put it at about this 17,000. I think if it gets underneath like 17,700, then you can say, okay, we are in a bear market and we can see price capped for a long time. But I think, worst case scenario, because I still think we're in a bull market for at least this year. I think, we can see this recover quite well, something like this period over here, shake off a lot of fear and then move onwards and upwards. But I think worst case scenario, we could see a little dip down to this 50% level. That 50% level comes from the October 2023 lows to the all-time highs. This moment in the market, there was extreme panic, obviously, with the Middle East global tensions and World War III and this and that. And, obviously the wall of worry. But this was a significant low in the market. A lot of people were calling for it's to drop into a recession and this and that. So this is why this is a significant low, and it's why it is marked off here. And from the significant low to the all-time highs, 18,165, that is the level to hold above. I think if we can hold above this level, create a higher low in this zone over here. Is this the low right now? And then we keep moving, or are we going to come a bit lower? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. But I would like to see at least this, if this Japanese yen cash and carry trade low be defended. This is the level that I want to see be defended. But for now, it is a breakdown. We can see lower prices, but we'll have to see how the market reacts when it does come to these levels, if it does go to those levels. But yeah, when in doubt, zoom out in these periods. It's always good to do some fundamental analysis, look at which coins are starting to show strength, which ones are popping off whilst others are struggling, because naturally in these periods you will see the money exchange from the bad tokens to the good tokens, of course. But that's all I've got for the analysis today, keeping it very easy.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much, Matt. Thank you for the sharing to us. It's very comprehensive. And next one, Tammy, would you want to be the next one?
Yeah, sure. I'm just looking at, I was also looking at the NASDAQ. I think, well, with regards to what's been happening, I think we don't really see a change in the same fundamental drivers. Well, we've still got the same fears and so forth, driving markets. Like, Matt said, it's been quite a dismal week for US equities, and there is still a correlation. But when it comes to let me just present my screen, sorry. Okay, there we go. So when it comes to the NASDAQ, like I said, we see, and like Matt said, from the 2022 lows, we have seen, prices just rise, and the rise of that bull trend has been quite astonishing. And the same goes for the other US equities, or at least US futures, such as the S&P. And I do think if we look at correlations, as I said, like this week has really, really taken strain on the US market, or at least US equities. And I do think that it was like pretty much warranted because of the momentum. And that kind of filters through to the crypto markets. Now, I have said, like, I've been a bit more on the bearish side. And I'm still keeping a similar tone or similar narrative. But if we're looking here, let me just, so if we're taking this move here, and this is the weekly chart. So from this week, if we're looking at the low and we're looking at the Jan high, and we're taking that move there, basically we're still above, we can see we're still above the 50-week moving average. So we're not, and we haven't completely filled that gap, or at least we haven't closed below that. So to me, I think this is still showing like quite a bit of resilience. So I think at the moment, even though I'm looking at the fundamental drivers, I'm also looking at basically the fact that a lot more of that fear is now going into other markets, such as the US equity futures. And we're now seeing, okay, there's still a lot of volatility throughout markets, but at least now we're seeing a bit more of a level out, and we're seeing, we saw bullish pullback there. We haven't yet closed that gap from Friday to Monday, and that was on, this is looking at the futures chart, so it doesn't account for the weekend. But I like using this because it gives me kind of a clear gauge of, okay, what's happened, basically on the weekend, or because a lot of this price action is actually, we can see it's played a role in historic moves. But then going forward, we see that this 84,620, the 23.6% retracement of that same move, is now forming a clear zone of resistance. And what I've been noticing today is more the shorter term resistance has been around like 82,500. So there has been that zone of consolidation. However, if we go to, this is a really, really short term time frame. I don't know if I want to go this short, but if we look earlier, we can see, for example, yes, there we go. We can see here that there was an attempt to push higher, and we saw that, there have been some, especially short term, there have been quite severe moves in response to even that economic data and just market reactions. So I still think that comes in line with volatility. But what I have also noticed is the fact that markets are discounting prices and all those fears quite quickly, and that's also helping out with a stability of longer term momentum, or at least for the daily range.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Thank you very much, Tammy. And I just seen a news is about probably the Trump will join in the Binance. I don't know whether that is true, but I just seen the news. So do you guys know this? So if this is a true, it means that does that means the bull market will come?
Uh, can you share the news, like show it on your screen, because I don't know
Yes.
about that news. Let me read it, please. So,
So Jay, you can share it first because is Chinese language, so I need to search the English one. So you can share first, and then I will share it to the group chat.
oh, me? Okay. I thought Boris was gonna. What about
Oh,
Boris?
Boris,
Are you,
both okay.
What? I don't. What's the news?
It's about the Trump family will join in Binance to
join
negotiate
in?
something.
With
I,
Binance, I haven't heard that.
me too. So
Join in.
With Binance, but let me check. All I know is the news has basically been on the US tariffs, and with regards to that, I haven't actually seen anything. But let me check on Bloomberg quick.
yeah, yada. So Cherry, you want me to go first, or Boris? So Cheryl?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay.
I can.
Go ahead, Boris. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll just quickly. And that's pretty simple on Bitcoin. I'm just looking at the 200-day simple moving average, which does tend to be a good marker of Bitcoin, whether it's bearish or bullish trend. So right now we are trading below the 200-day simple moving average, which is I think like the most common moving average that people use on a long-term time frame, which I guess a daily isn't that long term, but it's long term for most people. Yeah, so right now we are trading below. We did come up and test it yesterday or today even. We did get slightly above it, but it was rejected, and right now we are trading below it, 82,000, about $1,000 below it, while the 200 simple is actually coming in at around 83, 600 or so, or 83, 600 last time I checked. So yeah, until we can get above that level or close the daily candle above that, then it's hard for me to get bullish on Bitcoin. But if we can close a daily above 83,700, ideally with volume, then we could probably see a push up back to 90K, towards this little zone, and then see from there. But for now, I'm leaning more. I think this is the extent of the rally from what was it, Sunday night, where early yeah, like the early week dump to 76,000. I think this is like the extent of the rally so far. So we got up to like 84 with change. So I think from here we pull back and then I don't know, see where we go. But yeah, I was curious to hear Jay talk about the lunar cycles because I have one friend of mine who said Bitcoin's going to dump because of the moon. So I'm curious what Jay has to say about that.
Did you hear about the blood moon, the eclipse?
No.
Yeah, tomorrow is gonna be the eclipse of blood moon.
Oh.
So I don't know, I don't know, guys. It's going to be scary, I think. And I don't know. I don't know. So that's why. Let me share my screen. The key is we might, if the use of CPI in the next 10 minutes lower than expected. So we'll combine with PPI and combine with the CPI yesterday, because yesterday was good, really good. Yesterday CPI was good, really good, and then but the problem is why the market is not pumping yesterday. People is kind of like waiting for PPI tonight, but before we jump to the high impact news, we're gonna talk about the moon phase. So as you guys know, tomorrow it's going to be a lunar eclipse of blood moon. So for those who don't know, the blood moon is kind of rare, guys. It's like once in the while, kind of rare, and eclipse kind of rare. But on astro and for trading, that's we will expect some unexpected things. So that's why like right now from the chart, so I don't know if we got the lower low or higher high right now, because we don't see any movement in here. So if let's say we can get like this, maybe I'm gonna short, guys. Maybe I'm gonna short. But if we get a lower lower than this, I'm gonna long after the Friday. So who knows? Who knows right now? Because it will be messy, but I think I'm gonna start open my moon phase trade on Bitcoin and some art on Monday, because I will just leave it. Because I'm not gonna count. I never count the Saturday and Sunday. The reason is simple, because I use it this stock market and forex before, and there is no Saturday and Sunday on forex. It's holiday. It's holiday. That's why I count it the same for the reversal thing to happen. If lower low, I'm gonna go which is the high, because right now, guys, right now we are actually we are at
Hold a sec. Sorry, Jay. I have to
huh?
interrupt you.
Oh yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Because there is a lot of voice here. I guess probably Boris, would you like to close your mic? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, Jake, please keep going.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was nice. Okay, so we are at like this. We just like drop and sideways. So be careful, guys. We are sideways now. We might retest this top. We might, or we might break this one. So if we test and like Matt said, and we don't break, so same shit. I'm gonna short the new moon until the I'm gonna short the full moon until the new moon, because one of these is going to make lower high, high high, or a lower low. So there is three probability right now, and this is for, I know this is kind of complex, guys. I also learned this like years or something, but tomorrow it's better you don't trade. Trust me, better don't trade. We don't know what happened, but tonight it's okay in the next 5 minutes. So economical data, it's called PPI. It's no, it's not yet. It's 5 minutes, another 5 minutes. So today I'm gonna prepare you guys with this one. I already tweet some. Okay, this is my tweet. So Tuesday we got George. This is the actual. This is the forecast. Blah blah blah. Yada yada. CPI. The CPI is kind of good. But the PPI, we want today to be lower than expected. We want it, because if we combine the narrative of CPI, PPI inflation equal the inflation cooling, Fed pay for oil price, BTC drive in dovish liquidity, and then yada yada. So short term BTC will bull, little bit, not for swing, but for day trade tonight it's okay. But the problem with we need lower than expected. But who knows? They might shake us up during the news, and they make another lower high. We don't know. Like right now, BTC is making like I think it's lower high right now. Let me see. Oh no, yeah, it's chopping. Yeah, it's chopping, kind of sideways around here. And on the bigger time frame, this is what happened on the bigger time frame. I'm still waiting for this to break because me, I got my limit around this 70 and around this about like 63. Like I don't know if this thing gonna fill or not, but I just put my limit order there, in case it fill. So okay, there's no stop loss because I just buying like spot only. So just don't copy. But in here on Bitcoin, because why I'm aiming this first because of SPY. I'm bearish on this SPY, and but it's almost guys, almost bounce. But let's see. This is the rising channel of SPY. So like I told you guys, if SPY dumb, so that's Bitcoin because the correlation of the ETF product of BTC, and right now it's on the minor support. It's on the minor support. Yeah. So this is the minor, yes, and this is the major. So the major is this one. So if we break the major, which is I don't think so, because if we break the major, like market will crash. But maybe can too, maybe can because maybe can this. But right now near the minor, I expect to bounce maybe a lower high here. Bear with me, but for it, there is it. This one, which it? Okay, so on the 3 days, I detect a pattern of ABC correction. So we complete the fifth, and the fifth cannot higher than 3. It's okay, still fine because we got the main fifth. The main fifth. This is the sorry. This is the main fifth, and this is the subs fifth, and we got the ABC. And right now we are gonna. I think this is the A. So I only use fifth for this. So my target, if we get bounce, maybe it can go as high as 2006 something, or to none, which is kind of possible, or even lower, I don't know, or A is going to be lower. I don't know if this thing going to play out or not. But if let's say we got the bounce, so we got the B, right? If we got the B, then we must get the C, which is I don't know where is the C, which is I don't know, which is it might this one, it might the support, it might this one, or even this one. I don't know, guys. But if somehow it break below 1,000, I will be happy, guys. I mean, like everything is going to be cheap. I will, I will be destroyed. But more likely, this is like the last damage in here. The C here. So more likely here. So can we go here? I don't know, guys, because we got 1, 2, 3, and we got 4 support. This is I already take this as the major support, not just the minor. So the major is like the probability to bounce is like 50% or something, So I only take the major support right here. So be careful with it because it's still weak. But on the weekly, look at this weekly. I don't want to see, guys.
God.
Look at I don't know. I hope it's not playing out. Okay, I hope it's not playing out. But if the calculation correct, maybe there. But if 3 days like stop at here, so the weekly can be cancelled. Okay, so the problem is if the 3 day like making this year around here, and then like and then start the new wave. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the weekly is going to be invalidate. That's simple. So we have to pray the 3 days. The C is complete, and then make another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If not, if not, like the weekly is going to find the C. But it it must lower than A, which is must lower than this one. That's simple. That's the A, right? So the C, the rules of C have must lower than C. Can be
Mm.
around here. Can be around here. Can be around here. Can be around here. But this is the final damage of weekly. All right, guys, I'm done. Thank you. Cheers.
Oh my god. Thank you. Oh god,
You
that's
headache, right? Headache. But it's okay. It's okay. I mean, like if let's say it going there, god damn it. I mean, like it came back to like 2017, like
I can't hear Jay. What about you guys? Can you hear Jay?
Maybe he froze.
Yeah, it looks like Jay froze.
Yeah, yeah. Jay, I think you're froze.
yes.
Jay, can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you.
Yeah. I think I lost you previously for like 30 seconds.
Sorry. I don't know. I think the mic is now good.
Yeah. No worries.
Okay, I'm good. Thank you.
PPR's just come out, so it's actually it came in at 0%. It was forecasted 0.3, so it's actually it's also softer than expected.
Sorry, is it lower, higher, or
It's
equal?
lower.
Much lower.
Lower. It's
Yes.
0%. It came in. It was forecast at 0.3. So Bitcoin is getting a bit of a boost, a little bit.
But that was an
Little
hour
bit.
ago, no? That was an hour ago.
Short term. But don't, but only short term, guys.
Wait,
Only short
come on.
term. Only short term because we got the CPI yesterday, also like lower than expected, and today PPI lower than expected. So I think the CPI yesterday and PPI today is going to play out together today. So yeah, that's my method.
To be honest, I have a question wanted to ask you guys. Because we all know you guys are so professional on trading and the data thing. So, but we all know crypto markets is the information, the news are is important as well. So, which one will refer mostly, like the news, the information, or account on the data, the like the CPI or something, or the trading skills?
I just focus on the charts.
Okay,
I
charts.
don't focus on the data. I like to use data as dates, like looking for extremes and turning points in the market, because sometimes it could be a catalyst. But yeah, I definitely mainly look at the charts.
Okay, that's right. And Tammy, what about you?
I think that's a tough one. I think I do both. Matt, you're right. Sorry, I was sleeping on that one.
Yes.
I think my time zones were a bit wrong.
No problem.
I think for me as well, though, we've been having inflation data, which has been, from my perspective, well, if we looked at last year and so forth,
Sorry.
that was like the main thing. Now, what I'm actually focusing more on is because a lot of it I feel has been priced in, and a lot of it we still, for example, the tariffs and that we're still going to see the implications. Like there is a lag, so in a few months' time. So for me, it's also the technicals, but I think to me, it's also about sentiment, and a lot of even sorry, Cheryl, but the news you were talking about, with regards to the Binance and them wanting a pardon. I think the thing is a lot of those expectations regarding like plea bargains and, SEC, also the regulatory environment, that's all now being priced in. So I think now it is like Matt said, it's pretty much just looking at price actions, and price action tells you everything. It tells you client psychology, it tells you everything. But when there is economic data, it still is coming into effect, especially when it comes to volatility. So I think short-term expectations, that's why I still monitor it. But I think, yeah, price action's pretty much like the way to go at the moment.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you for your sharing to us. Really helpful. And we're back to Jay. Thanks, Jay's sharing to us. And I have a few questions wanted to ask, especially we focus on Ethereum, right?
Yeah,
And
sure.
yeah, I remember 2 weeks ago,
Mhm.
Boris has something shared to us, and he said, probably in the future, sometimes the ETH will going down to zero. I don't know, Boris. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah, I mean, that was a joke. I don't think it's going to zero. Huh.
No, no,
But
no.
it seems like your joke is coming. Yeah, you know.
All right, it's going to zero. It is. Just short it to zero.
Yeah. So I have
Thank
a
you for
question.
your praying, Boris. I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. Going to zero, no need zero, like $1.
Going to
Oh,
negative 100.
But
why $1, Jay? Why are you
no,
so
no, no, no,
pissed?
no, 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 no. It is ETF product. I mean, like it's kind of not possible, but it is not mature as Bitcoin does. So still
Yeah.
might need to get crash a little bit so the ETF people can buying cheap because all the ETF people bought it kind of high. If you guys agree with me, like they bought it some of it they bought it on the top like 4K, 3,400 and 300, 3,000 2,500. So makes sense right now if they want the cheaper price of it and then like they pump it back. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm one of the person you because I bought it for them almost like 2027
Mhm.
because back to then Ethereum just approved the ETF, and we all think Ethereum will become the next Bitcoin. So I think that's why a lot of people bought Ethereum on the spot on like what you said, 4K or 3K. And yeah, I have a few questions. So you're talking about if the bad situation really coming and the Ethereum break 600, do you think Ethereum will pump again?
Oh yeah, sure, for sure. Because look at the liberty file of Trump, Trump holder. I think that Trump holding it, Trump and his son. They got it lot. They got it and they got some layer two like blast or something like that. I think I saw it like most of layer two they got it and it. So if they hold it, why we don't hold it? That's simple. I mean, like they know something that we don't know. I mean, like they're gonna pump it one way or the other. So it's going to pump. It's going to pump.
Yeah, and another question is I remember 2 months ago the Ethereum is up to 4K, right? So
Mhm.
do you think uh, if the ETH Ethereum pump again will break the 4K or not gonna yet?
Oh, I think this time it's going to break the 4K because the 4K is double top right now. And it's the situation is kind of similar with BTC last year, where it's almost getting approved for the ETF. Remember that situation around? I think around what? Yeah, and BTC double top, triple top, and then like suddenly pump and then like fake out. So it's around March 2024. Yeah. It's around March, and then like try to break the all-time high, and then like pulling back, and then break again. So, but I think for it, I think this blow top because uh it is already grinding to the downside for so long. So this kind of pattern that grinding to the downside for so long, I mean, like they collect so many blood, so many blood money. I mean, like so many liquidation, so many fees, and they keep grinding the blood, and then when they full, when everything full, and it's time, they're gonna pump it up, and I think it's going to be blow off top, and people will not expecting it, and people will FOMO, will miss it. Because that's what happened every time during the alt season. I mean, like it is like kind of chill and then like not going anywhere, and then suddenly pump like crazy, today, and then the next day, next week, keep pumping, and then everyone kind of miss it, and then just bought it kind of high. So it is always like that. I still remember like the 2017. I was newbie, and I was scared. I sold it around I think around five. No, around 200 something is around 200, and then like it pumped back, and then like, oh my god. So I don't want to I don't want to repeat that mistake. So you guys please don't, because I saw it around 200 something is, and then it went to 1,300 something, and then like I just like I bought it back around 400k. Sorry, 400. So I bought it double of my sell amount. Stupid, right? It is stupid. So yeah, it can pump. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Jay's answer. And another question for all the guests here is about: do you think we are still in the bull market, or already, the bear market?
I think still in the bull market.
Give
Just
us a
because
reason. What do you
the
think?
only reason I'm saying just I was still in the bull market is because we normally don't top unless Bitcoin dominance is at a bottom. That normally shows us the top signal, and we haven't seen that yet. So I am waiting for that. Is it going to be a like more shallow low for Bitcoin dominance at that 52%, or are we going to go down to that 42%? But that's my thesis on the crypto bull market or bear market or not. I am expecting a move to the downside for Bitcoin dominance, which would mark the peak of the crypto cycle.
Yeah, that makes sense. And Tammy, I can see you open your video. You wanna add something up here?
Not really. Well, I don't think we're in a bull market per se. Like I think, yeah, like Matt said, Bitcoin dominance and everything is something, but personally, I'm not expecting Bitcoin to hit like another all-time high, at least not in the first half of this year. I think there's a lot of uncertainty, but you can't. But technically, as well, it's not actually a full bear market either. Yes, we have had like a 20% retracement from the all-time high, so it's a technical bear market, but we haven't yet broken and held below that 80,000. So to me, it's more of like a transition stage. But as I said, there's a lot of uncertainty, and honestly, like I think markets, it's very much everyone's tiptoeing, and things can change very, very quickly because a lot of focus is now on the economic outlook and so forth. But with inflation expectations also rising, I think, yeah, I'm a bit more on the skeptical side of that. And that's for risk assets as a whole. But that's my opinion.
Okay, got it. Thank you very much, Tammy. And Joseph, hello, Joseph. We can see you here. Would you like to share something to us? Hi, Joseph. Can you hear me? I can see you open your mic, but I can't hear you. Guys, can you all hear me? Or
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
okay, awesome. So, Joseph, I think can probably check your mic, because I can see your mic is open, but I can't hear you. And so actually we have one question from our comment, and the question about what needs to a trader follow for the success. So about this question, Matt, what do you think?
Sorry, could you please say that again?
Yeah, sure. The question is, what needs do a trader follow for the successful?
What does a trader need to be successful?
I think the common question, what I understand is about so when you guys trading, what criterias or what the data you need to follow up, and
I
some
think
some
for
recommend.
successful trading, I think all that's really needed is risk management. You can develop an edge if you have good risk management, but if you don't have good risk management, and you will burn accounts for sure. I think what is key is risk management, knowing exactly what 1 to 2% of your trading account is. If you've got a $5,000 account, you should not be risking more than $50, $100 per trade, being that the stop loss. If your idea is wrong, if you are wrong in your trade, then you're not going to be losing more than 1 to 2%. If you do that, and if your strategy isn't working and you're losing 10, 20 trades in a row, you're still going to are you still going to be able to trade and still be able to recover that. But as soon as you are testing out your strategies, and you're risking 10% a trade, then that is where most traders fail in the game, for sure. So I'd say to be a successful trader, you have to master the art of risk management. It took me a while to master. Sometimes I still have to catch myself in the moment. Of course, when you are extremely certain on a trade, but at the end of the day, there is no certainty in these markets. So risk management is my key, and basically I just find a strategy that works and that you enjoy, and make sure you're having fun. But risk management is key.
Okay, risk
I don't know if that
management.
answers your question. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, for sure. Thank you very much, Matt. Risk management actually is really,
Risk,
really
yeah,
important. Yeah.
it's key. It's key. I've seen a great strategy. A great strategy can work, but it sometimes doesn't work 5 times in a row. So if you have this great strategy and then you risking 20% of your account 5 times in a row, your account's gone. So it's all about long-term games, and a long-term success. Continuously having an account which moves up and to the right.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Thank you, Matt. Thank you for the sharing to us. And Boris, so what's the most important thing you think for a successful?
Yeah, pretty much agree with what Matt said. I don't really have anything else to add. Like risk management and good strategy and good mindset. Make sure you've had enough sleep and like be in a
Make sure that you
good
can
mood.
sleep.
Make sure, yeah, make sure you're like not like in a good mood. Like make sure you're not like angry or pissed off. Or,
Yeah.
make sure you're in a good mood. Yeah, I
Jay?
don't really have. I think what Matt said is very good, very smart.
Yeah. Thank you, Boris. So Jay, what's your strategy?
Yeah, same like them. The money management and I love I like what Boris said. So if you can't sleep well, so that means your margin is too much. You're willing too much to lose. So I mean, like if you can sleep well, so that means your money management is fine. So you are willing to lose because if you are willing to stop loss, so you're willing to get profit too. So that's simple. That's my strategy. I think.
Yeah, that's right. That's true. And all right, so we got our last question here. So before that question, I'd like to ask Joseph. Hi, Joseph. Hi, Joseph. Can you hear me? Okay. So maybe we can, have our last question. We can go ahead firstly. And this question is about the Solana and also the BNB. So as the two most talked about tokens in this bull market, Solana and also BNB, which one offers a better risk reward ratio for buying? So what do you think, Matt?
right now, I would say Solana. Right now. Just if you have a look at the charts, your point of invalidation for Solana is at like the $80 region, which it's significantly low, and it's quite far from price. I'm trying to find my Solana chart.
Okay, so Solana is your answer.
I would say Solana is a better risk reward. Will it outperform Binance? I'm not sure. Binance is holding up really well and it's looking really strong. It's had 3 good days in a row now, which is significant for me. So I think there's something brewing with BNB. I think BNB is a better investment. I think you got a higher chance of being rewarded, but the risk reward for the Solana trade, I think, is better. If I'm looking to make a lot of money, I would probably be going for Solana. But if I'm looking to have an investment which is more probable to pay me out, then I would say BNB is also a good investment. But I would say the better risk reward is Solana at this current moment.
Yeah. Okay, got it. So Solana has a I think lower risk, right? And BNB maybe have a better
More risk.
Yeah.
More risk on Solana, but higher risk reward, higher return.
Okay. And Tammy, what do you think?
So I would also agree with Matt. It depends with regards to like volatility. I think Binance would have, well, it actually has lower historical volatility. So, but in terms of risk to reward, I agree with Matt in terms of going with Solana, at least for the short run.
Okay, so in the short term, right?
Yeah, I would say Solana.
Okay. And Boris, what do you think?
Yeah, I would agree with the rest of the team. I would say Solana. Just looking at the weekly chart, I think, yeah, like Matt said, it has a better risk to reward, and it did kind of like come off. It has, pulled back a lot since its highs, and while BNB is still kind of like, more or less near its high. So I think, yeah, Solana just looks better for me as a long return play, because BNB is like really on a weekly time scale, like near resistance, while like Solana is like, it has had more of a significant pullback. So I'd go with Solana. It's my choice. Or maybe you can do like a split, or you don't have to do like choose one or the other. Like do like 75% Solana and like 25% BNB or something like that.
Yeah. And Jay, I can see you smiling. So what's your option? JJJ, open your mic. You're not open your mic.
Sorry. Yeah, look on the chart. Risk and reward Solana better, guys. Solana is better. I'm agree with Matt.
Okay.
But the problem is, can Solana make all-time high? That's the problem, So if Solana stocks, because the one that trigger acquisition is not Solana, it's it. Because if people focusing on it, how about Solana? Because all year since last year, people keep focusing on Solana, guys. So I don't know. So okay, look from the chart. Okay. Thanks, Miles, for sharing my chart. So look at Solana on the weekly. 5th wave complete ABC correction. So if I match ABC correction with this thing, okay, 3, 4, 5, and B. What is this? I don't know, guys. I don't know. I might be wrong. I might be right. But I don't have any more Solana. So I think but risk and reward potentially it's good for Solana. But I'm gonna pick BNB, guys. I'm gonna pick BNB because BNB still need the 5th. So I prefer the one that still need the legs up. So one last up of 5th wave. So maybe
actually I'm changing. I'm going with Jay. No, I'll tell you what, but carry on, Jay. Sorry.
Thank you. I love you.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah. Explain.
So I think So with regards to what Cheryl also, shared with the whole finance thing and whatever, I think if there is a bit, well, obviously legal things and everything put aside, if I was looking at the correlations now, and they do have inverse correlations, but if I'm saying that I'm looking at more of a risky like environment and a bit more of a pullback in Nasdaq and that, I don't think I can go for the riskier option. So in that terms, I would actually go with BNB. And like Jay said, I think it does still have room for growth. Yeah.
This one,
But I think I'd actually do a split, but more for
yeah,
BNB now
split,
that I'm
split,
looking at
split.
correlations.
Yeah, yeah. I know the high risk is high return, like Solana is a little bit. I got the method. If it perform, EMB, because E and BNB got history with the run together. But if they people like focusing on E and BNB, so no one like gonna play the Solana meme. If no one gonna play the Solana meme, there is no fees. If there is no fees, I don't know if Solana can perform or not. Maybe can get pulled by Bitcoin, but the problem is, can Solana break the curse of the B correction? Just this one. Just this one. If Solana can break, ABC can be break. Don't get me wrong, ABC can be break, but the only way ABC to be break is hit the fifth, make all time high, make all time high. So don't get rejected from this B. Don't get rejected. Make all time high from here. Go to B, make all time high, and then and then the B is invalidated. So, but I think it's kind of impossible for now. So I'm gonna choose BNB. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Jay. Wow, really learned a lot. And I think we have a lot of discussions here, and we answered a lot of questions and also analysis of this market and also a lot of coins. And so thank you very much, Jay and Matt, Tammy, and also Boris. Thank you for all the sharing to us. And I think today's live stream is gonna to end. And thank you again. Please be sure to keep an eye on CoinW and also our esteemed guys. You can follow their Twitter account as they will continue to share really valuable insights on the world of crypto. And please, guys, stay safe. And also, our audiences, please stay safe and take care about your spot. Good luck again. And overall, I'd like to thank you, everyone, for joining this inspiring discussion today. So take care and see you next time. Goodbye, guys. Bye bye. Thank you so much.
See you guys.
Yeah,
Guys,
guys.
bye.